You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
I know it. It all sounds like some bad movie.
We are back. We are back again because we just can't get enough. Oh yes.
Of the Oscar goodness.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Welcome
there you
to
are.
Moviesucktastic. Pardon me, excuse me. Welcome to Moviesucktastic. I'm Scott, that's Joey, and we're on an Oscar streak reviewing Train Dreams.
Train Dreams. So this one was this is based on a novella by who was the author?
Dennis Johnson.
That's it. That's
I just
it.
read it this afternoon.
Oh yeah? Was it how short was it?
Only 100 pages or so. It's a novella.
Okay. All right.
A
And
short read.
I heard that they did a very good job adapting it into film.
Yeah, it's a different animal entirely. I mean, the novella is non-linear. It's made up of 9 vignettes, each one a different section of his life, but they also each vignette also like flashes back, and much like the film does. What the film? Oh, excuse me, I a little verklempt there.
A little bit.
What
I
the
just
film
sneezed.
does-
I hope that muted properly. Otherwise,
No.
sorry. I
But
hit the mute button.
Oh, it probably did. I don't know. Anyway, what it does differently is the film puts it in linear format, more or less, which is not what the book does, and it uses most of what's in the book, although it does change some events and conflates a couple of things for storytelling, obviously. But it's very important to remember that because it's an interesting adaptation because we're talking about a very literal. A very literary source. I mean, like it's really about the words, about the descriptions, and transforming that to a non-narrated. Well, it is narrated, but only slightly. Visual format without having tons of exposition is very difficult. So
Okay.
that's where I land on the adaptation aspect of it. Since you brought it up.
Well, so here's the thing. Now, on Letterboxd, I believe you gave this 5 out of 5 stars.
Personally, yeah.
Yeah. So, does that change now that you've read the novella?
No, I actually prefer it over the novella.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, also, the director who did this, Clint Bentley, they compare his style and this film to Terrence Malick, which makes a lot of sense. If anyone has ever seen any of Terrence Malick's films, such as Badlands and Thin Blue Line, or no, Thin Red Line.
It's got that smoky twilight blue palette,
Tree of Life,
kind of naturalistic lighting.
Yeah. Well, it also deals with like Terrence Malick. His camera angles and his cinematography. It kind of stares into real life, and that's what this movie does a lot. The aspect ratio again. They chose a 1:50 aspect ratio, and I get it. It's the dude was born in 1880s. It's through his life all the way through 1968. I get it. I don't agree with it. Just, I got this, I have a widescreen television. Just shoot it in wide, please. But I'm not going to deduct any points for it because I enjoyed the film quite a bit. But I'm not a fan of when they do that with the aspect ratio. I look past it. I look at the film. When I see a movie do that, I'm like, okay, here we go again. But I look past it. I just take the movie for what it is, and I enjoy that instead. So,
right.
But it's not distracting at all. It kind of annoys me. It's like,
well,
well, hold on. It's like, when the movie starts, it takes place. There weren't TVs. 2, the aspect ratio didn't exist for film. So it's like, come on, stop. Please. I'm done.
All right.
All right.
Beyond that,
the
cinematography is beautiful in this film.
It's gorgeous. As a matter of fact, where's my sheet? Got to get my sheet together. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is.
Oh, you're so prepared.
I got it. It's right here. See? Scott can see me now. It only took 15 years. So, what is this film up for? It's up for 4 Oscars. Which, I got to be honest, I feel like this movie should be up for more.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? It feels like William H. Macy. I feel like in any other year, he probably would have got a nomination for this. Same thing with Felicity Jones. She's not nominated either. She normally gets nominated. So,
I'm surprised the lead actor wasn't nominated. I mean, he does a phenomenal job.
I was getting to him too. Joel Edgerton. He's amazing in this. He really is. Yeah. And no nomination for him either. But it's just one of those years where I guess all these different categories are so stacked that they weren't nominated specifically for this movie. So what is it nominated for? It's obviously nominated for Best Picture. It's nominated for Cinematography. It's nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. And it's nominated for Best Original Song by Nick Cave. How's that? That's awesome. Which, from what I understand, the song wasn't in the film at some of the film festivals, but then was later added at the end credits. I think before its actual release, or some of the last film festivals that it was at. So it's only nominated for those 4, but I'm looking at this. I'm like, Best Actor for Edgerton, supporting for Macy, supporting for Felicity Jones. Then also, this could have got a Best Casting. It could have gotten Best Director. It could have gotten, what else? Editing. I thought it was edited beautifully. There's so many others. Sound, sure. But, no. I don't know how, but it's only nominated for these 4. Does it walk away with Best Picture? No. Not that I don't think it doesn't deserve it. I just don't think that's the direction this movie's going to go, unfortunately.
It's a surprisingly sparse film. It's almost an existential quandary throughout, just focusing on this one person's life, uneventful, unremarkable life during the late 1800s, early 1900s, and just
into the 60s.
Just like the memories from his life, past, almost like Dreams on a Train, if you wish. Which I like. It's one of the titles I like this year. It's a good title.
Yeah, I think with this
from
movie,
the book too. So
what I think this movie really does well, what it really portrays to the viewer, is that life is fucking short. You know, this person lives into his 80s, and you really get the sense that it was here and gone in an instant, especially for
Well, that
him
happens.
because of the things that happened to his life, where he is doesn't really leave his home when he's not working, and he's waiting around, you know, and there's just a lot of that going on, and he's basically a hermit. There's no technology in his life, even as he gets into the 50s and 60s, where technology doesn't own a television. You know, it's just things like that. Like, life really
Yeah.
goes by quickly, especially if you're leading the lifestyle that he ends up leading. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's. I think the movie portrays that very, very well.
I found the whole hermit angle very interesting because that's how I plan on spending my retirement years. So it's nice to get a glimpse into what I should expect.
Yeah, and the movie is third person narrated by Will Patton. Everybody knows who he is. He was in films like Armageddon, and he was even in the Swamp Thing TV show that got canceled after one episode. He was in Yellowstone. I mean, he's a phenomenal actor. He's been around for a long, long time. So it was interesting to hear it narrated by someone that's not in his life. It's just someone narrating his life. Like, whoever that person is, you don't know who it is. He doesn't have a name. His credits in IMDb and in the film is just the narrator, you know. So, and
Yeah,
I actually, you know, usually when you get narration, it's usually not a good thing. It's usually it's a crutch of some kind, and that's not what this is at all. So, I thought it was well done, all around.
And most of it, most of the narration is lifted directly from the book too. So it's really the skeleton of the novella holding up the film.
Okay.
Otherwise, the film would have to be a lot more narrative and linear, you know. But it's not. So I'm thankful for that. It allows you, it gives you the ability to skip over major parts of his life and to zoom in on other parts without having to, you know, give segues or things of that nature. One thing I also liked about the cinematography is these jarring cuts.
Oh,
Throughout
yeah.
the film.
Yeah.
Great use of those just to really, I don't know. It brings a different effect.
That's why I'm surprised it didn't get nominated for editing.
Yeah, it's. I think this. I don't know. This film deserved a lot more attention than, like, say, Sentimental Value did.
I
in
agree.
my opinion.
And you know
So
what?
I
I think in a different year, this type of movie makes the short list. You know, just the 5 for directing, for picture, actor and actress, and supporting, and I think it makes the short list in a different year. But this year, there's just so many movies that it just, you know, it's an honor to be nominated kind of scenario, especially for Best Picture. Here, I mean, as far as what it's nominated for, let's actually take a quick look to see what it might actually win. Cinematography, who's it up against? Let's go into that real quick. It's up against Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Those are all strong candidates. You know, does it win cinematography? I think its real competition is probably Frankenstein. Otherwise, I think it wins. Best original song. Would Nick Cave even show up? I feel like he wouldn't give a fuck.
I don't know.
But you got Dear Me from Diane Warren, Relentless. Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters. I Lied to You from Sinners. Sweet Dreams of Joy. Holy shit. Fucking Nick Cave is going to win. Best song. He is. I'm looking at this list of songs. He's winning best fucking song. I didn't really look at it till now. Fuck, that's cool. I hope he shows up. Hope he says something good. Best Picture. No, unfortunately, I don't think it wins Best Picture. Best Adapted Screenplay: Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another. I think it's a strong candidate, but I think
It is a strong
I
candidate.
think Hamnet or One Battle probably gets that one.
I'm leaning towards One Battle myself.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I am as well.
But it's a tight race. They're all
Yeah.
good adaptations.
So I think
You know,
it walks
in
away
their own
with
way.
song and maybe cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
So
All
that's
right,
interesting.
let's talk about the elephant. Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Let's go.
Yes, I cried,
I wasn't going to bring it up unless you brought it up.
dude. Did you cry?
No,
Did you cry?
no,
No.
no.
I have you no soul. Have you no heart?
I do.
Oh my God, man.
I do.
I
I
spent the last half of this. I spent the last half of this film fighting back tears. My God.
I there was not a single time I got emotional during this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
As a matter of fact, I'll give you a little preview into the next film we're going to review for Hamnet, which is going to be Hamnet. I'm watching this movie. I'm enjoying this movie, and I keep remembering that you told me that you cried, you got emotional during this film, and I started to get emotional because I remembered I got emotional during Hamnet. And I was like, wait,
Oh.
that's not this movie. That's a different movie. So I was just remembering scenes from Hamnet, and I started to, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm watching this movie. I can't get all emotional all over again because I had watched Hamnet first, and then I had watched this film. Because I'm thinking, fuck, this is going to be a really bad night. Like, I was getting emotional during Hamnet, and I just, nothing for no emotional distress or
Really?
crying or anything. I just didn't feel this movie that way.
Because they kill the family off early.
About halfway.
Yeah, and his inability to communicate his grief and him living his grief and how the grief kind of almost turns him feral. That permeates the second half of this film.
Right.
It's just overwhelming sadness. I mean, it just heartbreakingly beautiful.
Yeah, no,
You know, I kinda felt this.
it's all there.
Yeah.
What's interesting about so he comes home, he's on the train, and they see a lot of the train riders, or they see large plumes of smoke, and they're oh my God, that's so close, and it's his stop, which means he's close to
Right.
home, and it just so happens to be his home that is on fire along with this forest fire that's happening. And from that point on, you don't see his wife, you don't see the kid, unless it's
yeah.
like in a flashback, or a dream that he's having. But they just literally are there. The fire happens, and then they are not there. Now,
Yeah.
you got to have
That's how death
a little bit of,
works.
but you got to have a little bit of suspension of disbelief, because why isn't there two bodies in the ashes of this fire?
Because they probably ran to try to get away. I mean, that's a
So how come
very, very
they're not
point.
found anywhere else? That's the one thing that I noticed in this movie. When you die in this movie, nobody cares. Nothing happens. There's no consequences. Like one of the log workers, he's an Asian man, and a group of men grab him and throw him off like 100-foot, bridge, and it's in the distance and it's jarring, and it's like, that happened. Then a tree falls and kills 3 loggers.
What are you talking about? It comes up. No. No. Back up. What are you talking about? The guy keeps coming.
His ghost, or he keeps. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about law enforcement or someone saying, "Hey, there used to be a guy that worked for the company. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, we got rid of him. Oh okay, that's fine." Then 3 people die. They get hit by a tree and die, and then they just bury them out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they nail their boots to a tree. That the families aren't notified. The company's like, okay, you got to keep going. It's like, like I don't understand. Like
that's what it was like back then, Joey.
Stop it! No.
Yes.
Listen, stop. That's not true. That is not true.
What do you think? They all had trackers back then?
Yes, because when I was doing homework for Hamnet, they know about the whole fucking lineage of Shakespeare, his daughter, and then the lineage died with whatever, and then she married this person or ever, and then they had these many kids. That's in the fucking 1500s. This is like 1920. No.
Person that lived in the forest. No, I think you're.
No, I am not. I am absolutely. George. George Macaulay, he used to work for the log company, then just disappeared. We don't know where he went. Well, because he fucking died and they buried him in the middle of nowhere and told nobody. I'm sorry. That part's not realistic. Did I still enjoy the film? It is not. Please
totally is.
Stop.
I don't know what you think the past was like, but the past was horrible.
The past
was a horrible place.
This is 100 years ago. That's it.
Yeah, that's enough.
Stop.
That's enough. 100 years is more than
William H. Macy's character, he gets hit by a tree. He can't remember shit for like the next few days, dies, and then they go bury him too.
Yeah.
Nobody comes asking any questions. Or how about the other guy? How about that guy? He's like, hey, I'm looking for so-and-so. And the one guy gets up and starts running away. He shoots him, then shoots him again, kills him in front of everyone. And he's like, listen, I want to sleep at night. So if this is going to be a problem, let me know. And everyone's just like, yeah, I guess it's okay. And then he walks away. No consequences there either.
No, because nobody wanted to risk their lives for a guy they didn't know.
But what I'm getting at is now you got John Q. Nobody who got shot twice. Now there's no explanation. It's like somebody showed up and shot him twice.
You are hung up on the wrong parts of this film totally. You're totally overlooking the existential drama of this film.
What I'm getting at is you have to have a little suspension of disbelief about the people that die in this movie. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
People die alone every day, Joey.
Listen,
not everybody.
If the wife and the daughter died in the house, you would have found bones. Okay, because they make it like they probably. They show the fact that they probably tried to flee the house into the forest, and then the temperatures that burned those bodies, their bones are blown away like ashes. You're totally harping on the wrong that's
point.
Not true either.
I totally disagree.
No, if they had walked, as a matter of fact, if they had walked away like they kind of depict, it was a dream, so you don't know if it was true, then bodies would have been found way easier.
You don't know that. You don't know that. That's ridiculous.
And okay, that they would have just turned to complete ash and nothing left behind.
I know that people disappear every day and are never found. It's not an uncommon occurrence, especially when you have a massive.
There's not a kidnapping going on here. It was a forest fire.
I'm not talking about it anymore. I think it's silly. I think you're being silly.
I don't think so. I really don't. All I'm saying is you got to have a little suspension of disbelief about the people that die in this movie.
You don't. You
do. We can agree to disagree on that. I'm fine with that. What's the matter? What do you give me the look for?
I'm done talking about it.
You make it like I hated the movie. I'm just talking about people die in an unrealistic way in this movie. I'm sorry.
I totally disagree.
Okay. Yeah, they know everything from Shakespeare's life to a T, and that was 600 years ago. But 100 years ago, people disappeared. It was no big deal.
They don't know. They don't know shit about Shakespeare. They don't even know what he actually looked like. Bullshit.
Listen.
Everybody says they know everything about Shakespeare. No one knows a fucking thing about him.
Okay.
Seriously, they don't know what he looked like.
What
do you think about? They're still debating whether or not he wrote any of his shit, and either.
Well, that's a different argument.
but it'd be distracting from the movie, which is nothing about that.
I'm just saying, people die in an unrealistic way in this movie. I'm sorry.
Again, I'm done talking about that part.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
What are we moving on to?
What would you rate Train Dreams?
Oh, this is like a solid 9 for me. What are you thinking?
I'll go 9.
Well, okay. So that means you were thinking a 10?
Oh, I have it as a 10 on Letterboxd, but I'm okay with 9.
I'm okay with a 9.
Okay.
Hey. Sorry. I'm sorry we disagree about how people die in this movie. I love the film.
Uh-huh.
I'm willing to look past it. It's Terrence Malick style. Of course people die weird.
Weird? What? Nothing.
Listen. Whatever. It's fine. You're right. We are done talking about it. I'm just going to bring up the same stuff again. I don't want to do that. All right. So we gave this a 9. I guess we're good to end.
It's
What?
yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up just by saying this is probably one of the most emotionally devastating films I've ever seen, in which nothing really happens.
Yeah.
And there's a quiet beauty to this film that
yeah, you would think that a film like this would be boring. You would think a film like this would be boring, and it's not.
That's what I wanted to. I was, and it was not. I was totally sucked in. Again, that's why I thought he deserved a Best Actor nod. The micro suggestion, micro expressions, just the way he carries himself, the stoicness of the character, but communicating that level of grief at the same time. He did a phenomenal job, and I don't know why he wasn't nominated.
Maybe they thought he sounded too much like Stephen Wright throughout the film.
I don't even know where you got that either.
Oh, dude, come on.
No,
you know who Stephen Wright is?
Yeah, I know who Stephen Wright is.
Yeah. He sounded exactly like Stephen Wright.
I'm not hearing it.
Okay. You listen to the Stephen Wright and then watch the movie again or parts. You're gonna get it. Now that I've said it, you're gonna get it. Trust me. Doesn't take away.
Is this like the Bane Sean Connery thing?
I mean, that's your thing, but
exactly. Okay.
It doesn't take away from his performance. It was still amazing. So I just heard Stephen Wright when he talked. I just did. All right, let's go ahead and end this. We're going to get ready for the next one. This is going to be episode 466 of Moviesucktastic. Again, as always, thank you for joining us for another episode. Please go to our website and download our shows there. You can listen to our shows there, and then you can also click on the YouTube link and you can watch the episode that we just recorded. You can also go to facebook.com/Moviesucktastic, and you can see everything that we post there. You can go to letterbox.com/Moviesucktastic, and you can see everything Scott is doing over on that side of things. You can leave us email at themovieguys@Moviesucktastic.com. You can also leave us voicemail at 908-514-4470. You want to download your favorite podcast player? You can. You can also download ours at Moviesucktastic.com/mst.apk, or just download your favorite podcast player for whatever device you're using, whatever operating system you're using. Just do a search for Moviesucktastic. Everything we have comes right up. It's all there for the taking. You don't have to pay for a thing. We are all over the place. Stitcher and Sirius Satellite. We are on Spotify and iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, etc., etc. Do you have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
No.
Okay. That sounds good. No words of wisdom somehow are still words of wisdom.
I'm being stoic.
Gotcha. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you when we review Hamnet next. Bye-bye.
Bye.